Sup, it's Hallie. Welcome back to Club Meeting Season 2 or the finale of Natsuki Quest. We have obtained the book, and we now have only to use it literally everywhere. Except not literally everywhere, because we already used it in our house and outside our house. But once we've done that, we can give it to whoever's supposed to actually have it, and then we'll have won this game. My goodness. Are you quivering with anticipation, dear viewer? Let's use it on the crowd students.
No, they wouldn't appreciate it as much as the poem I have in mind. Or the person I have in mind, rather.
Use it on the entrance wall.
If I leave the book there, I'll probably lose it, and I don't want that.
Leaks the gate.
I don't know what you have in mind here, but it would probably damage the book. I don't want that.
Well, you just don't want anything today, do you? The gate building.
The word book and the word building both start with B. This useless fact is all I can do for you with this command, unfortunately. Maybe pick something that makes any fucking sense.
Well, you did help state the obvious, so I appreciate you. To the central courtyard. That didn't take very long now, did it? And yes, I do have my spreadsheet all ready to go with more boxes to fill with X's. Oh goodness, there's actually more boxes than you could ever imagine, dear viewer. But I'm not going to show it to you anyway because it's ugly. Okay, and apparently I've been educated and this name is pronounced Re.
Re's still here.
Re indeed. Use leagues with Re.
Nice thought, but I think this book would be best appreciated by someone else.
Use the book with a fountain.
Books and water don't mix. Well, I mean, they do mix, but it tends to be bad for the books and bad for the water, I guess. Ink probably mixes in there. Anyway, I'm not doing that.
Well, if it's a printed book, then it's not going to have to worry about, like, ink running, I should imagine.
I don't want to leave the book out here exposed to the elements. It's kind of old and fragile.
Huh. It didn't really seem like it was that old whenever you were describing it earlier.
You want me to go in there with the book? Not use the book with the buildings, probably. Try that.
Alright, we'll try it in a second here. With the lamppost.
The lamppost isn't one of those 19th century gaslight types, like from when this book was written. It's very ugly and modern. Not that that should matter, because I don't know how to use the book with the lamppost either way.
Oh, I see, like, it's weird. Why does it do that? Use the book with the grassy quad.
Putting it out here wouldn't be taking good care of this fragile old book.
It's true, it wouldn't. Alright, what about the roof? Just huck it up there.
Or, hear me out, I could walk up the stairs to get to the book to its roof destination.
Or you could huck it. Sorry, just humor, one moment. I want to see what happens when we click it after this. Because it's like, what does that do? No, I guess it took you to... It took us to, like, the examine menu of the inventory. Very curious indeed. But, let's see, we're gonna move to the new science building. And maybe a little deeper into the science building before we start with this nonsense. Hi, Kenzo. Would you like to read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
Man, he probably doesn't care about this. He'd be like, oh, a book, cool, and then completely not care. This should go to someone who would appreciate it.
Court.
I'm not leaving this here where someone might step on it or fall on it. Someone needs to take good care of this book.
Someone like us. Put it on the stage.
It would definitely make for a cool prop. But I think it would be even more valuable somewhere else.
Value is relative. It depends on who needs the value, you know?
Even if I could get it up there, I have no desire to. What good would it do anyone there?
People might spot it, and they'll be like, whoa, there's a book up there. Weird.
Honestly, even exposing this book to too much direct sunlight makes me worry about damaging it. It's really old.
Is this thing gonna, like, crumble to dust as soon as we give it to Yuri? Because if so, that would be kind of hilarious. Let's just use it. Let me see his classroom.
I'm not inside the classroom yet. If you want me to take the book in there, walk in.
Always with the walking, you. Fire alarm.
The book's too thick to fit into the handle space. Nothing to be done here.
Well, use it on the windows.
I feel like anything that mixes these two things will ruin one or both of them. Going to skip this idea.
Benches.
I don't know what to do other than leave the book there. I have no intention of doing that.
Well, let's go to Missy's classroom. And we'll round out the science building. Still here grading papers. Would you like to read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
She's probably already read it. And as much as I love Miss Ida, I think someone else might appreciate this more. There's nothing I could do with that equipment to this book that wouldn't ruin it.
Maybe you can figure out how old it was, though. Like do an experiment.
I wonder when the person whose skeleton this was lived. Do you think they read this book while they were alive? Weird thought.
You know, I kind of feel like they wouldn't put an actual real skeleton hanging in a classroom, but I don't know. I mean, weirder things are out there.
I could be like, hey everyone, check out this cool book I found. Get it? Because cool? Tough crowd.
Alright, put it in chemical storage.
The book definitely doesn't belong there.
Aw, come on. Not even for a little bit.
Why put it down? I might lose it.
Don't lose patience with me, Natsuki. This is an adventure game. We have to try everything.
After all this work I did to get it? No way!
Meh. It's almost like there's only one intended use for it or something. Way on the main courtyard. That eliminates the science building. Let me put a couple more X's on my dang sheet. We did. Let's see. We did the courtyard and the new hall, the Edith's lab, and the gymnasium. Now we gotta go to the old hall. The old hall. Move to the older school building. We'll do the old hall first, rather than working our way around, because this place has a lot of connecting parts. 20,000 Leagues, the club room.
Maybe a cool idea for us to discuss this sometime. But, I don't see what the door has to do with it.
Put it on the bulletin board.
I don't want to damage the book by pinning it to the board.
I'm not sure a pin would even hold it. You said it was pretty big, didn't you?
The book looks weirdly appropriate laying on a bench. But still, I pick it back up and take it with me.
See, that's all I ask. That you at least try. Windows.
I don't feel the pressing need to show everyone outside that I have this book.
Not even as, like, a triumphant moment, like Link holding an item over his head?
It's probably not designed to, vend books. Besides, fuck this vending machine in particular, it doesn't deserve any books from me. This has become a weird train of thought.
Now I'm wondering if there are any, like, vending machines for books. Let me just double check something real quick. Did I actually... Okay, no, we already did the book in the lit club and the closet, so we don't need to do those places again. We can move right along to the cafeteria. We're done in New Lit Club. We're never going back. Never! Miss Ansari is still here, happily shutting away. Do you think they would like to read a book?
No, they don't need it. At least, not as much as someone else does.
Put it to the hanging decorations.
If I eat the book successfully onto one of those, I'll never get it back.
Aw, come on. Well, like, first of all, because of the way they're designed, all you need to do is, like, knock them around a little and it would surely dislodge the book. Potter plants.
Ah yes, Hallie, the quest MacGuffin you worked the whole game for is finally in your possession. What will you do with it? Bury it in plant soil. That's what you sound like right now.
I'm glad we understand each other. Chairs and tables.
I sit down and read a few pages. The random page I've opened to is just exhaustingly long scientific descriptions of sea life. Yep, I know someone who'd love this.
No, that actually kind of tells me why they picked this. It's because of, like, in Season 1, when Yuri went to the aquarium and she was, like, totally into it. That's why.
The book doesn't have anything out there it wants to see. Also, it has no eyes. Probably Monica's fault somehow.
What? Put it on the food.
Man, I'm not going to throw this priceless antique into a bunch of food. Even I have standards.
It'd probably make a better splat than the car part, though. Vending machine.
I probably need to sell it and get, currency before I can use it to get stuff out of the vending machine.
Well, how much do you think it sells for? Well, that was a fun time in the cafeteria. Let's go to the girls' locker room. Oh god. Let's just go get the music part out of the way. Because, like, the only way I've found that this doesn't mess with the audio is if it's all the way off. Like, why? Natsuki's theme. I may have to experiment with this later in another mod. Another day. We're not doing it right now. But we're going to try and get to the bottom of what the hell is wrong with Natsuki's theme. At least by some method. This is 20,000 Leagues on you.
She would not appreciate it. At least, not as much as the person I have in mind.
Give it to them.
She's not much of a reader. Let's find someone better to give it to.
And what about Hiroko?
I have a sneaking suspicion that she'd actually love this. But I can think of someone who'd love it even more.
Well, that's just like... You can't use this as a comparison, because we could do a lot of people good. Like these girls.
They wouldn't care about an old musty book.
But they should. Maybe they wouldn't be so loserly if they did. Stalls.
That doesn't seem like a good or clean place for a book.
Put on a mirror.
Huh, all the text is backwards. I can still read it pretty easily, though.
Oh, you should make your self-esteem about that, then. Good job, you can read backwards text.
I don't want to ruin the book with water damage. Honestly, where'd you get that idea?
Well, it's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Obviously. Cabins.
The book can't really go in there because it's locked.
Darn. Alright, I guess we're going back out in the locker room. Alright, put the music back. It's just depressing when there isn't any. Come here. Come here, you little... There we go. Yeah. Here's the book on the... My locker.
It would be safe there, but I intend to give it to someone. In the very immediate future.
So immediate. Oh, you can almost taste it. I'll use it in Monika's locker.
Nice idea, but it's locked. Plus, there's someone else who should have it.
You mean like Yuri?
Mm-hmm. But I could just give it to her in person. Then I could see her reaction.
Wouldn't it be more fun imagining her reaction and just being like, oh, she had such a cute moment?
It's locked. No way to get in there. And besides, isn't there a better person to get the book?
Perhaps. The benches.
It'd be all damaged by sweat and carelessness. I should take better care of it than just leave it laying around.
At least no one would steal it. The other girl's near.
This uncultured crowd won't appreciate my find.
Yeah. It's a pretty rare high schooler that would honestly appreciate this kind of thing. Let's see. So that took care of all that nonsense. Oh, we're getting closer. The roof access stairway. I should put more X's on my spreadsheet while I'm thinking about it. So we just did the cafeteria, and the locker room, and the bathroom. Come on, come here. Keep up with me here. Google Sheets. It's not the most responsive thing. Or maybe it's because I put, like, context-sensitive formatting on all these cells. They're a different color right now, but when I put an X in them, they turn yellow, so I know they're done. Isn't that fancy, dear viewer? The answer is yes, it's very fancy. Okay. Only a couple more places. Only a couple more. Let's use the book on the doors.
I've come so far to get this book, and you want me to throw it out the doors when I'm almost at the goal?
Yes. Use the book on the storage shelves.
No, this book must come with me to achieve its destiny.
So close. Stairs.
If you want me to take the book up there, just have me move up to the next area.
Radiator.
This ancient priceless book? Why ruin it?
It'll get cool scorch marks, like I said before about the bag.
It's too big to fit on the railing.
Aw. Alright, fine, if you say so. Let's go up to the roof. Gosh, there's Yuri. Let's just save the game real quick in case something happens. Alright. Still looking a little blue. We're gonna use this book with the benches, obviously.
Yuri might not notice it if I leave it there.
I'm sure she would. She seems detail-oriented, maybe.
I get that the book is about being underwater, but I don't think you should, submerge the book.
That's what I said in the sink. See, they thought of it too.
It fits through the bars. More information collected.
That was the bars of the fence? It doesn't really have bars, though. I guess maybe underneath that little space there? Yeah, whatever. School entrance.
You're just going to throw this off the roof in front of Yuri? What is wrong with you?
Hey, you'll get a reaction out of her, won't it? We wanted to shock her out of her stupor, didn't we? City.
Reading this aloud to the whole city would be nice, but I don't think most of them could hear me.
Then, use it with the flower planter.
I'm so close, don't put it there!
Alright, I guess it's finally time. Use 20,000 Leagues with Yuri.
What's this, Natsuki?
It's a book. I brought it for you. To have. To keep.
I understand, Natsuki. Thank you. Now, let's see what we have here. This must be at least 100 years old. Natsuki, where did you find this?
He was just gathering dust at the top of the literature club closet. I don't think it really belongs to anyone. And I know this is one of your favorite books ever. Plus, it was really pretty, and you seemed down today, and, I guess I thought it might help cheer you up or something, and, she gives me a really tight hug. I guess she likes it.
Oh, Natsuki, it's perfect. What a wonderful gift. I will treasure it always. Oh, sorry about that.
I said you're very welcome. Hopefully you feel a little better today now.
Indeed. I have forgotten all my melancholia. I know just how I'll celebrate. By rereading this very book. Although, after reading it once, I'll have to be careful with it. This book looks like it needs cautious handling.
Sure does. Anyway, glad you feel better. Hope you like the book.
I do. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna get back to classes, I guess. I'll see you around. I turn around and walk towards the stairs.
Natsuki, wait a moment.
What's up?
I'd feel bad having you give me such a grand gift and not requiting it you in any way.
You don't need to, requite me. I just wanted you to have that book. It seemed like something you should definitely have.
I understand. But even so, I feel like I should do something for you. I could buy you lunch or dinner or something if you like.
Ah!
But that's a little prosaic given the grandeur of this gift.
Phew.
Oh, I know. You're always baking things for everyone. It's not much compared to this lovely book, but why don't you come over to my house this afternoon, and I'll bake something for you for once.
Wait, you bake?
I can try. Plus, I'm sure having you there will help me out if I get stuck.
Yeah, alright, you big nerd. If you want to hang out, you don't need to come up with weird excuses.
I really would like to bake something for you, though. It really would be. Oh, hello, Ri. Hello, Yuri-senpai. I heard you saying you need to do something nice back for Natsuki. Did she do something for you today, too?
Yuri holds up her new book.
Oh, fancy. Why, what did she do for you? Oh, I mentioned to her that I was really hungry and low on time, and she went to the cafeteria and got food for me. I see. It seems you're turning into something of a do-gooder, Natsuki. Are you, at long last, losing your edge?
Walk into punching distance and find out!
I don't think Natsuki-senpai is going to lose her edge anytime soon. I had to get to class. I just wanted to say thanks again, Natsuki.
No problem, see ya. Ri walks away. What? Statement not a question. Don't give me that look.
So, about baking.
Look, fine, I'll come over and we can bake or whatever. Just, don't expect me to sit there while you make a ton of mistakes.
I look forward to being educated.
Oh my god, I cannot believe she was that good at baking. Who makes a cake on their first day? She's so smart, that was really fun. Anyway, Mysterious Guiding Consciousness, thanks for helping me out today. You kind of have some weird ideas, but all in all, I'm glad you were there. You're all right. You can generally suggest bizarre actions to me that I am free to do veto anytime. But for now, it's been kind of a long day, so, I'm a hit sack. Oh, and I need to find out what's wrong with my phone or my phone charger or whatever. Having the phone around would have made things a lot more convenient today.
Boy, wouldn't it?
Anyway, see you around. Hope you had fun. Night.